Good morning, Winston-Salem. Bad Brad Radio coming to you live, 600, 1200 WSJS Radio, live from downtown Winston-Salem. We're talking racing. It's week 11 of our hot summer modified season over here at Bowman Gray. And next up is a 100-lap double points race. You know, trying to maintain these cars after nearly a dozen races is a grueling and endless feat. But these guys all know this week's race will separate the contenders from the pretenders. Well, Tim Brown is on top with 543 points and definitely the man to beat. Burt and Jason turned in mediocre performances in last week's race. This leaves Jason out of the points race, but Burt, with 497 points, is gonna have to scramble if he has any hopes of catching the Rocket, Tim Brown. Junior Miller would love to act as a spoiler just to spite the Myers brothers. And Chris Fleming is trying to reclaim his title as the showstopper. Jonathan Brown, the young gun from the S&R garage, is chomping at the bit. With 2 impressive victories already this season, he's right behind Burt Myers in the points and is dying to prove he's got what it takes to be leader of the pack.
Good job, man.
You know, folks, heated competition is nothing new at the racetrack. This sport goes back nearly 80 years. In the 1930s, large crowds and dirt tracks turned racing cars into a spectator sport. Over the decades, this area has produced some of the fastest cars and the finest drivers. And some of these old-timers still gather regularly around town, swapping war stories, talking trash, and carrying on.
Hell, it's only costing me
Had to do it. Just had to do it.
I still don't believe NASCAR would be what it was today if it got Bowman Gray.
I don't think so either, Mac. I don't either.
I think it's the backbone of NASCAR, Bowman Gray Stadium.
It was one of the best places a person could ever go and race.
Yeah.
And if you don't think so, you go over every Saturday night and see 15 or 18,000 people sitting up there. They have done something right.
Oh, yeah.
Tim Brown, when he first came over and started racing, I gave him what little advice I knew about the track, and he's a top-notch driver.
They got a young man coming along that don't nobody want to overlook, and that's that Jonathan Brown.
I think Jason's going to be the deal with down the road.
Yeah.
He's already winning races, but I think he's going to win more races.
And Junior Miller rather fight than drive.
He'll fight you in a minute.
Yeah.
He don't care.
I was over there this past Saturday night, and he couldn't keep up, but every time he'd catch one, he'd spit him out.
You know what you're saying is going to be on film, don't you?
I could care less. Junior's a personal friend of mine.
Hey, BJ, come on,
Here,
baby.
listen.
What?
We're gonna clear that refrigerator out and throw away all your ice cream.
I
and
told you
stuff
not to
like.
bring ice cream home.
Well, I did, and you ate it.
Why not?
I don't know what my diet's got to do with winning races, but Kim's decided we got to rethink what I eat. It's all because I went to see a doctor. He gave me some bad news.
Take a deep breath in and out. 140 over 106, that's a little bit high. Well, I'm gonna tie this in with the next problem, and that's your cholesterol. Forget the sausage biscuit in the morning.
Yeah, I usually eat bacon and eggs.
Watch that corn on the cob. You eat ice cream?
I eat a bunch of ice cream.
From now on, you're gonna be eating all brand with skim milk. Okay? And that's the main purpose of a physical, is to detect the silent things that can kill you.
Good night. You know, he told me corn was bad for you if you eat over half a year.
Corn?
Corn.
All right, we'll get rid of the corn.
No, he said if you
No,
eat
we're getting rid of the corn. What about BJ's ice cream? No, we'll keep BJ's ice
BJ, she's
cream.
throwing your ice cream away.
No, we'll keep BJ's. Here's your ice cream. Daddy don't get none.
The problem with the ice cream, Kim's brings it home, and I can't eat a bowl like most people. I go get the spoon and the whole thing, and I go in there and eat half of it one time, and then eat the half of it the next day. You'll throw the potatoes away, too.
You can't have potatoes. Remember, we're going to eat salads.
Maybe one.
There you go, reneging.
So the-
You need to have more self-control. Oh, my goodness, we're not going to have nothing.
Bump. Bump. Bump it.
I thought I'd show up today, we'd bleed the brakes, fill it up with gas, and I thought I'd be fishing right now. But the way it turned out is we found a problem on the motor. Brian Salter offered to come down and check the valve springs and stuff, so we're kind of on the fence about whether we need to replace them or not, because we got a couple that are weak.
Because these valves are set up even across the top. One's not lower than the other. This engine Burt's running, I put together last year, and we're just here to do some checks on it and keep them running good.
You know, Brian does some engine work for some other teams. The motor that is in Junior's car, he happened to build that motor 2 years ago. So I'm just not real crazy about it. But on the other hand, knowing Brian a little bit and knowing that Scott knows Brian, I know he'd rather be down here than messing with those guys in Kernersville.
I hate it, but it's better to check it now and find out.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to find out now.
Yeah.
As long as you don't show any stuff in here, Junior Miller stuff, huh?
The rivalry between Junior Miller and Burt Myers is very serious. You know better than that. I don't bring it up. Might get hit with a tire tool. Well, last time I heard Burt say Junior Miller, lightning about hit us all just 2 minutes ago. Like us.
He might be talking to us now.
I didn't think we'd have a problem with the motor, but I knew that the motor is getting some laps on it, and what they call timed out. When you say a motor's timed out, means it's time to get it out and get it worked on before it does blow up.
Scott, Burt. It ain't good. Just pulling it out. The springs stretched, but it's because the valves come up in the seat. It could be a lot of things. It could be, I wouldn't run it. That's what I'm trying to say.
If something breaks in that head, if a valve breaks, you can imagine putting a nut and a bolt in a washing machine or a dryer and turning it on. What it does inside there, and that's what happens when a part breaks inside a motor. It just beats everything up that's inside there.
Especially that 100-lap race, you're risking blowing it all to pieces.
This is not the news I wanted to hear. You know, the double points are coming up, and I don't have the means to fix the problem, and I just don't know where in the heck I'm gonna get a motor from.
And with double points this weekend, it's anyone's guess as to who's going to take the checkered flag. And race fans, we've got some exciting news for you. Young Austin Pack, just a sophomore in high school, will make his debut at Bowman Gray Stadium. Will he hold his own against the nasty competition, or will the lamb be led to slaughter?
What's most important to me right now is school, but I just decided I wanted to add something else to my life, something that my dad loved and that I love and I want to do. The last race my dad won at Bowman Gray was the Renegade Tobacco 100. He was excited about that one because I think that was the first 100-lapper he won, and it was his second win at the stadium. My dad passed away last year, and he went on a ride for his motorcycle, and then on his way back, it was just an accident. My dad, he was my best friend, my hero. He was a really good guy. The ceremony was the following Saturday at the stadium. We pushed the car around the track, and I was inside the car driving it. When I was a little kid, one day he got in it, and I was sitting in his lap, and we drove up the driveway and back, and when I got in the car that night at the ceremony at the stadium, it felt like I was sitting in his lap again, going around the track. This number 81, my dad's car. Yeah, we put this on to show that I really do love my daddy, and if it wouldn't be for him, I wouldn't be right here right now. So I just wanted to thank him for all that he's done for me.
Remember what we talked about? You flip all these switches up, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Pull this out and crank it, okay?
I got my grandpa Gene Pack. He gives me advice. He's like my dad now. My grandpa, he's like my dad.
This ain't for nobody, this is for you, okay? So you just take your time, okay? Just sit there for a little bit.
My mom, she's been all right. I think me driving my dad's race car, it helps my mom out a little bit more.
It kind of hurts a little bit, you know, because it's the 81 and it's a reminder, and we miss Brian, and same sense, we're real proud of Austin. I think that he feels that's where he belongs and where he wants to be, so I'm not going to stand in his way.
he kept it off the wall. That was the main thing at this point. This is the first track I ever brought his dad to. I brought him here 18 years ago. Matter of fact, he crashed it on the back straightaway. He lost it the same identical place his son just lost it a while ago. You need to just follow me some. You're way too high up here. You got to bring the car on down. That left front, I mean, you look like you're going to hit that inside barrier. You're not going to, okay? Nothing prepares you for Bowman Gray. The Browns and Myers and Millers and everybody else over there, they don't take a lot of pity on anybody when you come stomping on their ground.
Little Knight didn't do that, you know? There's something wrong there.
5 minutes.
I hope Burt's leading the race. I'm running second, and you run third on the last lap.
You know Burt's in front of me, don't you?
I hope Burt is in front of me.
No, he's right in front of me in points.
I'll take care of that before car. Then me and you at 7.
All right.
Yes, sir, we can get first.
You know, we're sitting at Clark's. Everybody's attention kind of gets focused towards the door, and I look.
Oh, it's a modern. They got a flipper.
And here comes Chastity walking in. Probably 5'10", blonde. She's got it all going on. It's like a, I don't know, like the whole room felt lighter.
Are we ready to order?
You know, we're sitting at Clark's. Everybody's eating their crackers and ranch and Thousand Island like we always do. Everybody's attention kind of gets focused towards the door, and I look. Here comes Chastity walking in.
Sorry, I'm late.
You know, everybody just turns around and looks.
Yeah.
Just takes their mind off racing and checks her out. Macaroni and cheese.
You want what? Macaroni and cheese?
Mm-hmm. Hush puppies.
Okay.
A rubber band sandwich to make it snappy.
He's in a hurry. Make it snappy.
It's funny. You know, you're okay. More sweet tea.
Hey, that waitress when she come in, I noticed she was looking at her awful hard there.
Yeah, she's a good-looking girl.
Somebody told me she's a Burt Myers fan.
I heard she was.
Well, you need to work on that.
We're
See
gonna
if you
try
can
to
change
convert
that
her.
attitude. Yeah.
We're gonna try to convert her over.
If she pulled Burt, she'll pull for anybody.
That's
so
right.
you got a pretty good
Talk
chance
about
there.
that. Oh yeah.
I think I might be in the ball game.
Yeah.
She pulled for Burt.
You know, the main thing I had to stress to Chastity, you know, Burt's old news. You know, he's been around for a long time, and I'm up and coming here.
I got one question. All these guys told me you was a Burt Myers fan. I said you ain't that big an idiot, sure.
I said I am a Burt Myers fan, but I can be persuaded.
You can be persuaded.
I can be persuaded. If somebody's going to beat Burt, I would rather it be Jonathan than Junior.
Can we get you a Junior Miller t-shirt or a Jonathan Brown t-shirt?
You can give me a Jonathan Brown t-shirt.
There it is. Convert her over.
We're gonna have to make her one then.
Did you know today was Lonnie's birthday? Are y'all gonna come through here and clap and sing like they do it?
No, but I'll give him a table dance later.
Can I get an exact time on that?
Burt's married anyway. Jonathan's available. He don't have a wife that wants to kill me, so that's a plus.
Hey, bud. You got a problem? Power steering pump's leaking again. It's leaking worse. The problem that we found tonight with a couple little drips of power steering fluid, to a lot of people may not seem like a big deal, but if that thing dripped a couple drops during the race and it got back on the header and it started smoking a little bit, then NASCAR may black flag us and put us in the pits, or, you know, worse than that, if it opened up to a bigger leak and it leaked out and got on my tires, I could back it in the fence or wreck it. The power steering system on these cars is a lot more high-tech than your factory car. Your factory car runs at, you know, a couple hundred PSI pressure, and these things run at 1,500. So if you have a leak, it'll blow power steering fluid everywhere, and we don't want that. The races are won here in the shop. The modifieds run a big tire, and we run a rack and pinion steering, so it's very hard to turn. You can't drive it without power steering. Doing that right there just kind of burps the system, gets all the air out of it. The rack has a lot of pressure, so if you have the least little bit of leak, it'll show up big time. I'm leading the points right now with that Blue 83 team, and from here on out, we're not going to be in conservative mode. We're going to try to win some more races and try to keep knocking off top 5 place finishes, and I think that the points will be fine.
Well, it is what it is. I'm tired of putting the same old junk motor in just to try to race. Just for once, I'd like to have a motor that I knew wasn't gonna break and I knew would make enough power.
Well, we can go get that motor fixed.
So who's gonna pay for it? I don't know if I'm cursed, jinxed, or just that unlucky. But I don't know how I'm gonna catch Tim if I don't have a motor to race this weekend.
Well, whatever we do, we got to make it a wise decision because we got double points coming up, and you know how important that 100-lap double points race is after the break.
At this point,
so
we don't have many options.
No, we don't. All I'm going to do is I'm going to have to pray over it.
A whole lot of that.
Jason, I need to talk to you, man.
Yeah.
You ain't gonna like this, but I gotta run it by you. Burt's whole motor's wore out, and he's up there in the points pretty good. What do you think about letting him run that other Ford motor?
I finally got something he don't have over there, and you know what I mean? I mean, I'm not crazy about it, but I don't really have a choice, I don't guess, but let him have it. I mean, if I can help him win the championship by giving him a motor, let him have it.
I think the biggest reason for us deciding to give Burt a motor to run at Bowman Gray this week.
Hey, Lucky. Burt, come here a minute.
I race for myself, but I also race for a family too. And we're both part of the same family, and you know, every trophy we bring down here goes up on that wall, whether it's mine or his.
He's wants to give you that Ford motor.
Oh, really? Well, not give it to you, just end the season.
Not give it to you, but let you finish out the stadium with it.
I know you.
But if something happens to my motor, points or no points, I get that one back. Well, I'm gonna win the next one, I can tell you that.
The bottom line is Jason realizes that he's out of the points hunt, and I've still got a legitimate shot at winning this thing.
We all one big family, one big team. I mean, we just need to do what we gotta do.
I'll do my best. No hugs or nothing like that either. Just put it in there and go win.
All right.
Thanks, guys.
Thanks again.
I feel more like I want to beat him more now that he's got my motor in his car.
If you get behind him, wreck him.
I'll be back.
I took everything apart, checked all the springs in the rear end. Everything's looking good. I think the next thing we got to do now is just put the rear end in the car.
You got a jack stand and lay that thing down on?
Junior's run the same type rear suspension for the past 30 years. We're going to try to incorporate some of the things that we've learned from our teammate Jonathan Brown, some of the things we've observed from our competitors, namely Tim Brown.
Which way we go? Over top of it?
We got to spin it up like that right there. They're running a new type rear suspension, a type that Junior's never run before. Jonathan's been running real well, and that's one of the good things about having a teammate. We can look at some of the things that Jonathan's been running, some of the new ideas that he has. Maybe it'll help us and get us out there.
Hey, we got to leave it loose, so just put all them washers on.
We always perform a lot better the second half of the season. Everybody's magic seems to wear off, and our experience and hard work comes in, and we just lay back in the bushes there, and come on at the end.
Appreciate you letting me go. Chad, this boy got his hair colored over here. I just noticed that. When did you do that?
That looks like a bale of straw.
It looked like a bale of straw. PJ didn't catch you sleeping and pee on your head, did he?
I think so.
Venimos todos con susto y placer a felicitarte.
It's hard having my 16th birthday party without my dad here, but the good part about it is I have my mom, my family, and my friends here with me. But I'm looking forward to Saturday night and going out there and racing my dad's race car, and I'm ready to follow in his footsteps.
So you want to show what
Troublemakers. This Saturday night, I don't think Junior Miller will take me out, but you never know with him. If he's mad and wants to win, he probably would.
Happy birthday, man. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
Happy birthday to you.
Yeah.
Man, they tell me you're going to run tomorrow night.
Saturday night, yeah.
That'd be good. Yeah. They give you any pointers? All you do is stand on hold long as you can and turn left. And don't get in my way. You know, I knew Brian Pack, Austin's daddy. He really got mad at me one Saturday night at Bowman Gray.
I don't remember exactly what sparked it or caused it, but Junior did something to Brian. Brian just kind of had enough one night, and I think he might have just snapped.
Before I know it, he ran me full speed with his race car.
And he just drove Junior right into the guardrail. It was kind of ugly, but it was okay, because after that, I mean, Junior didn't really mess with him a whole lot.
Well, hey, good luck.
Hey, yeah, good luck, man.
I hope his son Austin has enough sense to stay out of my way.
If I don't win it, I hope you do.
It makes me nervous that Austin's going to be out there with people like Junior, but I'll just have to try to contain my temper just a little bit and just hope for the best.
Yeah, that'll work. There's some rice and beans.
Y'all enjoy that old unhealthy food over there.
I didn't know you ate healthy.
I did, well, the doctor told me to start eating healthy.
Why can't you eat this food?
Fattening.
What's that got to do with anything?
Huh?
Yeah, what's that got to do with anything?
Cholesterol.
What'd you get to eat, Junior?
Some salad. They might skip some. One thing about Saturday night, like everybody, work hard for this 100-lapper double points because everybody wants to go over and run good.
Yeah.
And all the point chasers like Jonathan going over there, and he's going to be worried about somebody touching him, this, that, and the other, and he's going to stay out of the way. But hey, I'm going over there free conscience. I'm going over there with nothing on my mind but winning that race.
That's right.
And them point chasers better move over.
This will be the week that Burt or Jason tries to get Brownie, slow him up a little bit.
Oh, yeah.
Brownie's a sissy. Yeah, I mean, hell, he's a sissy. If he ain't just running off from the field, he's looking for an excuse why. It's never his fault.
He makes up excuses for nothing.
Brownie's a crybaby, any way you put it. See, Austin just turning 16 today. Never been a race car, but what little bit he's practiced over there.
He ain't never been able to drive much on the road if he just turned 16
No,
today.
he just with his permit, that's it.
Yeah.
So just what little bit I've talked to Austin, I think he really thinks he's going to set the woods on fire.
Really?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, you could.
Doesn't seem to me like this is the best night for Austin Peck to be making his debut. It's a 100-lap race, a draw race, double points tonight. It's like kind of like leading the lamb to slaughter.
Hey, you never know. I mean, he may be the best driver out there. We just ain't seen him yet.
Not the first night.
Yeah.
Not there. Yeah. Not the first night. He'll get some education, that's for sure. Yeah. A 16-year-old rookie driver or not, I'll teach him a lesson.
Welcome back, race fans. You're tuned into WSJS Radio.
As you're out there cruising around town today, keep the crazy driving to a minimum. Let's save that for the professionals this Saturday night at Bowman Gray Stadium.
Well, race fans, since 1948, these drivers have cheated death lap after lap, season after season, year after year, throwing caution completely out the window and willing to do whatever it takes to win a race, sometimes even paying the ultimate sacrifice with their life.
Back in, they didn't have no requirements about your seat belts. You can take a rope and tie yourself in there.
Yeah. I seen a lot of things changed when I was racing. I seen this one driver. He gets an idea that he's going to use gravity-fed gas, so he gets him a grease container. He takes and blocks this thing up behind his seat there. So he comes out of the first turn up there, front end of that car hit that telephone pole. And the sparks from underneath the car on that rail, it was sparking. And when he hit that thing, that lid come off of that container, and it just said, woof, and it said, woof. And there ain't no way in the world nobody could have saved him or helped him. That's how quick he left him.
They came over there with a fire extinguisher, and that was just like a puppy peeing on the fire hydrant. It wasn't going to do no good. It burnt completely up.
These modifieds, they got a lot of power to them, tremendously more than your backyard, junkyard type things that I grew up racing. Everything's high tech on these cars. The braking, transmissions, rear ends. Go ahead and put your Hans device and everything on. Austin may be starting a little young, a little sooner than any of us would have liked, but this is something he wanted to try, and I'm willing to give him the chance. How much movement you got around in there? Very little? Good. I don't want you to have any movement. These cars have a lot of G-forces in the corners. His competitors, they're not going to play games either. They'll take and put a bumper to you. You've got to be able to hold on to the wheel and not worry about your body moving around in here so much. Look at your gauges and everything, because when you go on the track, you got to make sure all of them are on, okay? We're going to do this often because this is a ritual you have to go through as a driver, and if he's not comfortable and there's something wrong in here, it's up to him to correct it.
you quit smoking.
Oh.
And I'll put you in a $25,000 pool the first of next year.
You said if I quit smoking, you give me $50 a day from now on.
I will.
Till one of us dies.
Well, if you quit smoking, I'll give you $50 a day and we'll start the
Well, I
night.
have to use the patch. I can't just cold turkey or I'll have a nervous breakdown.
You can use the patch or whatever.
Shake on it. Y'all heard? Okay, everybody. Ooh, get your ass over here. $50 a day from now on till the day I die. Do you realize that is $1,500 a month besides February, which only has...
$1,500 a month? What's in it for me?
I'm gonna smack you. This ain't funny.
Smack me?
Am I not a good wife?
Yeah.
The best wife?
Why you think I want to give you $50 a day to save your life?
Then guess what? I'm worth every bit of it, honey. I take care of you. We're gonna get on a treadmill every night for 30 minutes.
How's both of us gonna do it at the same time?
We ain't, dummy. We're going one at a time.
Oh.
Okay.
Well, let's get started. Go get that running
Exercise
machine.
thing?
Yeah.
Come on, some more. A while ago, he was up against the jack stand. There you go. That's good. That's good.
The bottom line is, it's Jason's motor. You know, Daddy owns the motor, but it's coming out of Jason's car. And Jason could probably very easily, you know, throw a fit and say, you know, it's my motor. I don't want Burt to run it, but he's not. That's it. Come on. That's it. Hold it. That's it. Yeah.
All right.
Good enough for me. She's put back together. You know, we're brothers. We love each other. We try to do everything we can do to try to help the other one as much as possible. This is going to be the brownie buster here, ain't it? This week coming up is probably one of the make or break points from here on out. The big thing is double points. The points leader hates double points at this point in the season. The guy who's chasing him loves double points because this is the week that I have to make up ground on Tim. Ready?
Bad Brad Radio coming to you live, and we're talking racing. It's less than 24 hours before tomorrow's 100-lap double points race. Overworked and underpaid and just trying to stay focused. You know these drivers are going to be working late into the night, making their final adjustments. You know, folks, there ain't no rest for the wicked.
I met Chassie here at the diner, and I invited her to come by the race shop sometime. I really didn't think she would, but, you know, she showed up.
I came here tonight to watch Jonathan work. I am still a Burt Myers fan. Jonathan just, you know, he can persuade me. I know when he's working on his race car, he's not gonna be able to talk. Race cars first, women second. I'm cool with that.
I'm a lot more excited. Maybe that's what's got her looking this way now. Burt, when he wins, he just kind of gets the flag and rides around there, just creeps around there, makes a little victory lap. Maybe she seen he was boring, and you know, maybe she liked the burnout when I won. You know, I got the flag, I pulled against the wall and just roasted back tires off of it. That got her attention, let her know I was a little bit wilder than Burt, you know, than just carrying the flag around there like a little sissy.
I think that Jonathan's looked pretty hot over there working on that car. So maybe by Saturday I'll be pulling for the 53.
Cassidy could be a lot happier over here at the S1E9 garage and, you know, worried about what Burt and his wife's doing.
Yeah, I'm more worried about you than I am me.
So you really don't want me down in the pits tomorrow night?
Not if you're gonna be hostile to everybody.
As long as nobody messes with you, we'll be just fine. I won't be hostile, I'm gonna be too nervous. One minute I'm scared and the next minute I'm okay because that's where he wants to be. And so I guess we'll just have to wait and see Saturday. I'll probably be a basket case, but it'll be okay. So what's going through that head of yours?
Finishing the race.
Yeah, most definitely.
That's all I want to do right now is finish the race and
Because there'll be a bunch of crazies out there tomorrow night and just laying back because they'll be putting that cone out there and they'll be running to the outside and there'll be all kinds of wrecks and stuff everywhere. And it's double point night, for goodness sake. You know what your daddy used to tell me? There was nothing I could do. It was in your blood, it was pumping through your veins, and there was nothing I could do to change it. And then I might as well get over it. Right. Just try to be Austin. Don't try to be nobody else. You'll be all right.
Most of the drivers at the stadium it seems like they have their own little secret weapon, and my secret weapon, it's not really a secret. It's my dad. He's my motivator, and even though he's no longer here, he's always here in spirit, and he's the one that keeps me going. So that's my little secret weapon that I have.
I was out there running practice laps with John Boy, checking my tires and checking the track. Well, looky here, it's Austin Pack, Daddy's 81 car. Well, he was running pretty good, but I come up on the fourth corner, and there's a yellow flag. Looks like John Pack has some problems.
You know, they pulled Austin off the track, which is probably a good thing because we was getting a little bit rough out there today. You know, I feel good about today. The car feels good, I feel good, and pretty much nothing's going to stand in my way winning this race.
I don't believe John Boy knows who he's playing with here. These point chasers want these double points. They better show me a little bit of respect.
Yellow, look at the yellow. Already plotting his course.
I was changing the gear in the rear end, and my crew chief Scott pointed out that my buddy Tim was over chit-chatting with Junior before the race again, like he always does.
You better watch it. Junior gets 5 he's going to spin me.
Yeah, he spun me in practice this morning. I owe him one.
You spun him in practice? Yeah. Well, get his old ass out of the way.
Sucking up.
We'll probably hug him before they walk off.
Can I have some sugar?
Tim would rather go around the pit area and chit-chat with all the other drivers. But honestly, I don't see the purpose. To me, it's like sleeping with the enemy.
Man, that's the reason I ain't worried about points no more. I like to come over here, have a good time.
It's probably a lot more fun, ain't it? Not having to worry about it.
Yeah, it's a lot more fun. You come over here and worry about them. Just like now, you sweating bullets, you know? I don't blame you. I'd be sweating them too if I was leading the points.
It's double points. It's a big race. It's a big night. I am the point leader, so I have a big target on my back. Those guys have to make up a lot of points, and tonight's the night to do it with double point night. So you got to keep your friends close and keep your enemies closer.
Trust your spotter. You don't look. You don't look. You trust him. He's driving that race car whether you know it or not. You trust him.
Was beaten and great the starting lineup. Starting 15, the 7-time defending champion and the current points leader, number 83, Tim Brown. Starting 14, number 69, Junior Miller. Starting 13, from Mount Airy, number 13, Chris LeVay. Starting 11, number 1 is Burt Myers. Starting 10, number 53, Jonathan Brown. Starting 5th, number 31 is Gene Pack. Starting 4th, first modified event here at Bowman Gray Stadium. Third generation speedster from Walkertown. Number 81, it's Austin Pack.
Well, I see you gave me goosebumps when all that crowd cheered.
Our positions were determined by a draw, which means the whole field is mixed up, the slow cars and the fast cars.
Go, 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 go.
And sure enough, the guy starting on the pole slipped and allowed me to move up from about 12th to 4th.
Come on, Tim. Outside's moving. Outside's moving.
I'm back here in 15th, and I pull to the outside, and I drive up to like 7th or 8th, and I'm thinking, okay, well, this won't be so bad.
I'm starting in 14th place, but I'm boxed in the middle of the pack. Can't seem to get to feel what Eric and Chad done to the rear end. Now, of all people, Chris Fleming is right on my ass. I look up, and that idiot, Lee Jeffers, was fishtailing right in front of me. But before I knew it, I was sliding across the infield.
I seen out the corner of my eye Junior's car going sideways. And then I come around the second turn, and I see him cutting through the grass. Since it is Junior Miller, I just hoping that he wasn't coming after me.
It's a double file restart, and I'm loving it. I could potentially get to second place right now if I can get to the inside on this restart.
This is gonna be tough here, boys. Green, green, green. Inside. Clear, clear, clear. Good job, brother, good job.
Yeah, we made it halfway through the race, and I'm just pretty excited that we made it this far. My grandpa Gene was right there behind me, sort of shadowing me. And I thought I heard my spotter say, move inside.
Don't worry about the car behind you. He's on the inside. Bring it on. I hate to see that. That's a heck of a situation there, ain't it? Slow down, caution down. Outside up here. Halfway, halfway. All right, good job, Austin. Good job. You're doing exactly what we need to do.
We're halfway through the race. Austin's doing good so far. Well, I was riding him tight and pushing him along a little bit. You know, I moved to the inside of him to pass him, and I guess the spotter said inside. And
don't worry about the car behind you. He's on the inside. Whoa! Slow down, caution down. Outside up here. What the hell was that? Did somebody try to come down on me?
Gene Pack gets together with Austin Pack. His grandfather meets grandson.
My spotter was trying to tell me he was going inside, but then before he ever got it out, it was too late because he just jumped in there. First wreck was in the family, so that's one good thing.
Double file restart Cole making another appearance.
I'm loving these double file restarts. This shows me just what kind of motor Daddy and Jason gave me. I'm flying past the guy on the inside, and I've moved all the way from 12th to 1st.
You know, I see Burt's leading the race, so that put Lee Jeffries right beside of me. So me and Lee had a pretty good little battle there for second place.
Lee's really pushing his car hard.
So I'm coming around turn 2, and next thing I know, the caution's out. I'm thinking, you know, what in the hell's going on now?
3-car pileup in the south turn. 2-time champ Robert Jeffries involved in a fracas with 6-time champ Junior Miller.
It doesn't matter if it's Robert or Lee Jeffries. Both of them are about as useless as on a bull.
He knows what to do. He knows what just happened.
Hopefully Junior can get back there and knock either one of those Jeffries or both of them off the track.
I know this meant another double file restart. Just for a minute, I love sitting there watching Junior get some of his own medicine.
We're rolling through 3 and 4, pace car ducks off. You know, it's just me and Burt right there in the front row. We're getting ready to see who's better.
Did you see that? What in the hell is Burt doing? He just jumped that damn restart.
I was kind of like, hell yeah, he just gave me the race. A couple laps go by and I never see a black flag. Well, I'm on the radios yelling.
Hell, they got a black flag, Burt, for that. Guys, son of a bitch, come up here. I ain't doing nothing to him.
I was sure if I could get inside that my new engine had just the power I need to keep me up front.
On the go, on the go. Surely they ain't gonna let that cheap son of a bitch by with that. Good job, brother, good job. That's right, baby! Woo!
Win number 4 of 2009 for Burt Myers.
It feels good to win on double points night. If we're going to catch that blue car, that's what we got to do. And I don't know how many points I gained. I don't really care how many I gained. I know I won the race.
The 118th feature win for the Myers family here at the famed quarter mile.
We won the last race here, and we won tonight, so that's 2 in a row, so we'll come back next week for 3. Woo! Get in here, boys! Get in here!
I don't complain about much, Gray, but that's bullshit right there. He took off 2 car lengths early.
No, I don't.
Yeah, he did.
I'll tell you what pisses me off. We're probably 3 car lengths from where we've got to take off at this second start line, and Burt just takes off.
Here, I don't bitch about much, but he took off way early. That's why I didn't go.
But now he sets the pace in here. He sets the pace.
Oh, he set the pace, but when you got to wait to that line to go, y'all complaining about it over in the driver's meeting. If you go before that line, you're getting black flag. It looks like to me, it depends on who the hell you are. And that's bullshit.
It ain't no big deal, but when I jump it, watch me get black flag.
You had a good points tonight.
Yeah.
You had a good
I ain't worried about points. Hell, I'm here to win races.
You know, I'm pissed off. They just give Burt my race. You know, this is my race, and they've just give it away. They give it to Burt.
At the end of the night, losing never comes easy to these drivers. But with the overall points race, there's always something to be gained. Tim Brown played it safe, but coming in 5th kept him on top.
All in all, we only lost about 16 or 20 points to him, so we're still leading the points, and there's still a lot of racing to go, so we'll put our head down and grind hard at it, and I think we'll be all right.
Jonathan Brown may have finished 2nd tonight, but it's just enough to keep him sitting steady in 3rd place. And the young gun, Austin Pack, finished a surprising 13th place. Good enough to beat his grandpa Gene and the old lion himself, Junior Miller.
That's all right, Junior. You know what to do next time.
That's it.
Stick his ass in the barrel.
This is the best day I've had in a long time.
Good job.
I had a blast driving the car. First day, first time, I finished the race. That was my main goal, and I accomplished it. Next week, like when we come back, I'll have a different goal set, and I have to meet that standard.
I knew exactly what happened. You probably said I was looking inside. All you heard was inside. You come down, and there I was. Ran a good race, boy. Good first race.
Stadium wanted to give the race to Burt, but I still believe we got old Chassie converted over. I might not give her a shirt tonight. I might wait till I win the race and then give it to her. I believe Chassie will be by here. I don't believe she's gonna go by the Myers. By the Myers trailer over there. Yeah.
Burt Myers is awesome. He's hot. He wins races. He has a hot car.
Hey there. Can you hold it real tight for me?
Yeah.
Hold it real tight. There you go.
Thank you. Now that I have my shirt signed, I plan to wear it here every week. So there's no mistaking that I'm a Burt Myers fan.
Burt Myers making the checkers tonight for the 4th time.
Come on, honey, go on, get on your treadmill now.
BJ, I got to run, buddy. But I'm going to get as fast on this thing as I do at Bowman Gray.
Right, that's funny.
I thought I seen a Myers. I was going to spin them out. I think I'll turn over a new leaf. With this exercise, I'm going to be a leaner, meaner, the king of Bowman Gray.